All right, in calculus, you're going to be dealing with what are called complex numbers. So we need to know how to add and subtract complex numbers. So here's a complex number right here. That's a real number, in this case, an integer, -3, added to an imaginary number. An integer added to an imaginary number. So we got to take this complex number and subtract this complex number. On this example, we're going to take that complex number right there, which is an integer, a real number with a imaginary number, and add it to this complex number. How do we do that? Well, it's no different than combining your like terms back from Algebra 1. Back in the day when you were in your Algebra 1 class, if you had terms with x's and then constants, you couldn't add or subtract them together. So we can't add a -3 to a 10i because this has the I attached to it, making it an imaginary number. So you're only going to be combining your like terms. So this negative is going to distribute to both of these terms here, turning that +1 and that +10i to a -1 and a -10i. And then we can just bring this information down, -3 plus I. If it's just an I by itself, it's worth 1. Here it's worth -10 of them. Okay, so we're going to combine our like terms. Constant goes together with a constant. -3 minus 1 takes me to -4. And then 1i minus 10i would take me to -9i. This would be your final result when subtracting these two complex numbers. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to try this one on your own, see if you get it right. But let's go on over and do this one right here. So we're adding. So nothing's going to change over here. They're not going to change the signs. So it's just going to be a -8 combined with a 2 plus 2. You can group them together if you want like that and put the i's together if you choose. Plus I plus 2 more i's. Combine your like terms. -8 plus 6 is going to give me -6. 1i plus 2i gives me 3 i's. And I can now subtract or add complex numbers. You're going to do a lot more with these complex numbers, so make sure you have this skill dialed in once you start your calculus courses. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.